Listen, basis loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to talk about the concept, the thought of now or never. And I just want to say, if you never tell yourself now or never, guess what? Everything in life is just practice. You guys have to understand your life is based on your experiences. My experiences are not your experiences, and your experiences are not my experiences. That's the beauty of life. We all don't share the same experience, but you got a lot of people, they want to form a gang. So they want to make it seem like their fight is your fight and their fight is your fight. No, that's totally false. You guys have to understand your life does not start until you say now or never. Listen, procrastination, I want to talk about it. And speaking on this channel, FLS 44, we just cleared 1K watch hours. So at the end of the day, listen, the mind will like to play tricks on anybody. I am not exempt from the voices in my head. So when it's all said and done, your mind loves to break down. This is why you cannot listen to the voices in your head. And the voices in your head will stop you from a breakthrough. You got to stop and think. If I just hit 1K watch hours, why not run it up to 3K watch hours and get the channel monetized? That should be easy, right? But no. Sometimes the mind, sometimes the voices in your head, it loves to run from things that are challenging. That's why you got to challenge yourself. Listen, I turned 40 in 2 months, and my goal is to have 3 monetized channels on YouTube. And I'm going to say this again. I turned 40 in 2 months, and my goal is to have 3 monetized channels on YouTube. I have a goal. That's the beauty of setting goals for yourself. When you set goals for yourself, it stops you from procrastinating, because when it's all said and done, the mind loves to run from things that are actually good for you, and it loves to run towards things that are pleasure-based that actually serve you zero purpose. You guys have to understand, we going into the year 2026. We still got 2 more months. When it's all said and done, I'm using my age, my birthday as a timeline, and guess what? My birthday is December 27th. So when my birthday hits, guess what? The year ends as well. We are all in this together. You guys have to understand. I told myself the fact that I turned 40 in 2 months, I told myself now or never. And I want to share that beautiful feeling with you, because I felt like, you know what? Since I've been on YouTube for 5.5 years, I felt like, guess what? It was all practice. It was a learning. It was a learning experience for me. But now, guess what? I've been on YouTube for 5.5 years. I got the practice. I got the experience. And now it's now or never. I'm going hard on 3 channels for sure. My main channel, Breaking News Channel 44, and this channel, FLS 44. And first of all, I just want to say thank you guys to all the supporters. Everybody that's sub to this channel, everybody that support this channel. Listen, this channel literally has motion. And I want to talk to you guys about motion. Don't let anybody distract you in life. And I'm going to say this again. Life, you got to look at yourself like you at that free throw line, you feel me? In the visitor stadium. Listen. When it's all said and done, when you lock in, people gonna try to distract you. Listen, you gotta understand, on my way to the top, I gotta share that story. People try to tell me, listen, I didn't have motion. And I'm recording every day. Listen, don't let views judge your motion. Don't let comments judge your motion. Stay true. Have a long-term goal for yourself. You guys have to understand, it doesn't matter if you do absolutely nothing. 5 years is gonna pass, whether you do something or whether you do nothing. 5 years is gonna pass anyway. Set long-term plays for yourself. And listen, life is beautiful. Never forget that. But you got to get serious with life. Because if you don't get serious with life, you're always going to start, you're always going to stop. It's the same with working out. It's the same with content. It's the same with business. You guys have to understand, the mind loves to play tricks on us. The mind is not on our side. You guys have to understand, if its voices are working, executing, listen, those are good voices. Anything that holds you, let me tell you guys something about fear. Fear literally will have you stuck. Fear will leave you in the same position. When it's all said and done, no, you got to break through fear. And I'm going to use this channel, FLS 44, as a blueprint. You guys have to understand. My mind tried to play tricks on me. Like, oh, you crossed 1K, we could chill now. No, we can't chill. And I'm going to say this again. No, we can't chill. Sitting around chilling, listen, that right there equals poverty. Laziness equals poverty. When it's all said and done, if you got the opportunity to run it up, you will think you will think the wise decision is to actually run it up. But guess what? Listen, you got darker forces working against you. And when you guys are an introvert and you guys got a small circle or you don't got nobody around you, you guys have to understand the enemy only can attack in here. And I'm going to say this again, the enemy can only attack in here. You got to break through that. Listen, I got nieces and nephews and they hitting the honor roll. You feel me? When it's all said and done, when my niece hit the honor roll, listen, I congratulate her with a nice amount. So you guys have to understand, I got to handle my business. I got to run it up. I don't have time to sit around. I don't have time to be lazy. And listen, I love the feeling of going into my 40s, and I wish you guys the best. I wish you guys many years. I wish you guys longevity. And when you guys turn 40, you guys could go back in the archives, watch this video and be like, you know what? Now I understand what Mr. Keep It Simple was talking about. But the beauty of YouTube is I can share my experience with somebody that's 18 that's ready to start something. And guess what? Somebody at 18, they can now tell themselves now or never. Somebody at 20, they can tell themselves now or never. Somebody at 30, they can tell themselves now or never. It doesn't matter if you're 50, now or never. You guys have to understand. The owner of Home Depot, he started at 50. My man got fired at 50, started at 50. It's never over. Better late than never. And you already know the phrase, the sooner the better. And I'm going to say this again, better late than never, and the sooner the better. You guys have to understand, when it comes to YouTube, many times I took many breaks. You guys have to understand. We are human. At times we get discouraged, but don't lose courage. And I'm going to say this again. As humans, sometimes we get discouraged, but don't lose courage. You guys have to understand, it's all on you as a man. Listen, you got to be a provider. You got to go out there and hunt. You can't have the luxury of being lazy. You can't have the luxury of pulling a victim card. You guys have to understand, I can have a platform, but guess what? If I don't work, I don't eat. And it goes for you too. It goes for all of us. It goes for the nosotros. If we don't work, we don't eat. The game is simple. We got to hunt every day, no days off. You guys have to understand. See, the thing about a 9 to 5 is it's beautiful. It keeps you afloat, but it takes away your hunting spirit, because guess what? Every 2 weeks, you got a check hitting your Bank of America. It takes you out of the chase, because every 2 weeks you got a check showing up at Chase. Follow the wordplay. And I'm going to say this again. When it comes to being a hunter, part-time, outside of work for yourself, you lose a Chase, because you know every 2 weeks you got a check coming in from Chase. You guys have to understand, never lose the thrill of the hunt. And I'm going to say this again, never lose the thrill of the hunt. Never get lax. Keep your foot on the gas. Shout out to my man. He sent me a text message today. Shout out to Tallahassee. He said, listen, keep your foot on the gas. You guys have to understand, it's just that simple. Keep your foot on the gas. Don't take your foot off the gas, and don't take your hand off the steering wheel. Lock in. Let it breathe.